Welcome to Doug, episode 19, featuring Mega Bad Seed, Max Power, and Stick. Tonight joining us again is Beam streamer and Twitter dude, Gaming Forever, and for his first appearance on Doug, YouTuber, UK Dazarus, and also me Dougie. So grab a coffee, or crack a stubby and enjoy.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Doug. We've got, as Dougie said, we've got, there's a bit of an echo going there, what you said. But yeah, we've got UK Daz and Gaming Forever here again, so welcome, guys.
Hey, how's
Cheers,
it going?
man. Hey, everyone. UK Dazarus in the house.
That's it.
Gaming Forever here again.
We got...
She's supposed to get to Australia.
Yeah.
That's it. We flew him over. It was like a 25-hour flight.
Yeah.
He probably wants to die. I couldn't even do that flight. I did the flight to LA, man. It was 16 hours, and man, I just wanted to literally tear my skin off my own body halfway.
I'd
Like in the last couple hours.
spend 20 quid to go in the sunbed.
Yeah. All right.
So, yeah. So we're just waiting on Mega and Max. They should be joining us soon. We need to get this podcast done. We've got a fight after the show. It's me and Daz are going to fight in the Doug International Mortal Kombat tournament.
Do I see maybe 32 minutes or less match or?
Well, I think all day done me in about 25 minutes. So.
Oh wow.
But yeah,
wow.
You had a pretty quick fight today too.
Yeah,
Dimitri.
It lasted maybe a couple of seconds.
Well, basically, yeah. Supersonic didn't turn up. He managed to fuck the times up. So I don't know how that guy catches a plane, but anyway, he obviously doesn't travel a lot. But yeah. So Dimitri is through to the next round.
Yeah.
So that should be cool.
Yeah,
I had a really good show last week. I had Scratch and Mooch on, so if you didn't see that, check it out.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good. I listened to it. I got caught up a little late on that because of work and everything. But yeah,
it goes for a while.
If you've got a word in edgeways, like Mooch won't half go, don't he?
Yeah.
I hear that you started with the Noof Nukem there over there, dropping the Noof bomb. One of the last podcasts.
A few weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good value news. Like he swears it wasn't him, but
Yeah.
how do we know? We can't tell. So
I love you for his off his head. Yeah.
Shout out to Chad, got Sonchu Fispa. We got Supersonic.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, you can go have your tournament now. What's going on, Supersonic? And we've got a few people obviously
singing. That's why he skipped out.
What was that, man?
His missus was probably singing in the background. That's why he skipped his match.
Was she singing, or maybe she's doing something else? That's why I skipped.
No, she was singing in one of his streams.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen that video yet. I've got to look at that. Yeah, Siberia tagged me in that. I've got to watch that. So,
By the way, chat, I can't see the chat, so
yeah, Daz can't see. He's in the dungeon.
I'm in the dungeon, yeah.
He's locked away. So well, luckily we started because like Max and Mega still aren't here.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
We got.
They're probably panicking and resetting the routers and all that shit. You know what I mean? They've got no internet.
I'll be doing that before our match, man. Making sure I get the best connection possible. So
No, you just want to lag it so you forfeit. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the time zone was a benefit my end here, with the maybe the forfeit.
Yeah, it did help you out definitely because I got to say Supersonic's pretty good. I've seen him in action.
I believe so.
On Magic Mike, they went for like 9 rounds. What was it? 11 rounds.
Oh wow,
something like that.
11
yeah,
rounds. That's nuts.
12 rounds, or whatever. Yeah, so he's pretty good.
What was the result with Magic's fight?
What was that?
Do you know
it was 5-6.
What was the result?
5-6.
5-6. Jesus.
Yeah. Went to the last round, and it was like yeah, they both had just a little bit of energy left.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool match. I think Supersonic's got it on his page. I got it on mine. And I think Mike's got it on his replay as well. So, look out.
Got Mega Base joined.
Mega Baby's here.
Hey, fellas.
All right, there he is, Baker baby. What's going on?
Hey, Dimitri, Stick. Hey, Daz, Big Daz.
What's going on? What's going on?
Man.
Hey, not much. Sorry, boys. I was thinking it was 9:30 for some reason. Then I saw the Dougie's live thing, and I went, "How did it get on?" So my
I
bad,
thought
boys,
that.
my
I was going to ring you, but my phone's all tied up with fucking all this podcast shit. So, but I thought you'd get the hint.
yeah,
We had a few people waiting, so we didn't want to keep them waiting.
that's all right, boys. My bad.
That's cool. We're just about to get into. You had your tournament too, but it got cancelled. We had some connection issues, so we might be retrying that again tomorrow against Magic Might with some different internet options. So
Yeah, I know.
Half two in the morning.
luck.
yeah, no luck. So we may forfeit, but depending on what happens tomorrow and what Mike wants to do, Mike want to get it on tomorrow or not. I don't know. So
Yeah.
just having our cases stutters. So we're just about to go into what games you've been playing recently. Anything you're looking forward to? So yeah, may as well start with the guest. Daz, you've been playing a bit of Mortal Kombat, obviously.
Hey, up.
You there, Daz?
Yeah.
What games you been playing, man?
Well, Mortal Kombat.
Oh, okay.
He's been
That's
practicing.
about it. I'm the same, man. I've just been playing Mortal Kombat. That's all I've been playing. So
Yeah, practicing a lot for Iceman. Didn't do me any good in the end, but there you go.
yeah,
Iceman, he seems pretty good, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still a good fight.
That was a good match. Definitely was a good match.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at chat and it was all I could see was like wow and stuff like that, you know.
Well, I watched everything he did, man. So you're in for a bit of a fight tonight.
Who says I'm playing against? I'm playing Scorpion, mate.
Yeah, I'm not doing Scorpion. So I'm not going to tell you I'm doing. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah. So for the viewers out there, what time's your fight on? Like
straight after match, well, depending on when it straight after the podcast, pretty much like.
Cool.
But 11 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, so it gives me a bit of time to get my fingers warmed up.
Get a few matches in.
Get the arthritis out of them and stuff. So
2 p.m. UK.
2 p.m. UK, yeah, and America it's 9 a.m. on the East Coast.
Oh, sweet.
So yeah, so it should be good. It's going to be streamed out of Daz's Beam.
Yeah, I'll beam it.
Oh, lovely. I'll tune into that one actually, boys.
Yeah, tune in. It'll be pretty much straight. We'll try to get it going pretty much straight after.
Yeah.
So what about you, Mega? You've been playing a bit of Mortal Kombat 2, obviously, with the whole tournament.
Bit of combat for the tournaments. Took on Dimitri, Gaming Forever. In our game, it was a good game actually.
Yeah, it was.
That was good. Button mashed me to death in the first round, man. That was good. I was like,
it was like,
damn, I'm gonna get my ass kicked here.
Yeah, I worked out a pattern on the how to position myself and how to get it mashing better and have it leaning on your knee and it's quite.
There is no button mashing. There's no button mashing in Mortal Kombat. You need to know your moves.
You do.
Yeah.
Yes. It only gets you so far. So
it's definitely calculated.
Yeah. Well, I think in the last couple of weeks, since there's been a few competitions, I reckon I've gotten a little bit better. So just from being a bit competitive, like you play the computer, you can play campaigns and towers, but once you actually play against other people, you've got to learn quick.
Yeah,
I found out. So,
yeah, and it can get a bit boring. I've found it can get a bit boring when you got something to play for and fight for and trade for. It's a lot more fun. You want to keep going and
got more chance of getting your achievements if you play human opponents.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. I think there's one achievement for playing 200 matches online or something.
200, 200 matches,
Yeah.
So whether it's win or lose, so as long as you play them, but yeah, fun times. You can set up online private matches for that anyway, couldn't you? So I think that works. So I've been playing that. I did get on some Fallout Shelter and some Infinite Warfare. That's about the only 3 games I've played. I haven't really gotten onto much else.
Yeah.
I've been looking at getting. I wanted to get Prey a bit earlier, but looking at maybe getting Prey, and I don't know. They keep talking about the Surge. I don't know, the Surge game or something.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be pretty good.
I saw a trailer to that. That looks all right.
Yeah,
I'm going to watch a couple of vids on that later.
Oh yeah. What do you think, Daz? Surge?
I'm not sure. It hasn't really tickled me yet, but I'll give it a look. Like I said, watch a couple of YouTube vids and that.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
See what I think.
And we've got Maxi here now too. So Maxi, where you going, man?
Hey boys, how you going?
Hey,
Just woke up.
Yeah.
I've been awake for an hour.
Sorry for being a bit late.
That's all right.
Nah, we sort of
All
just
here
launched
now.
it. We had a few in the chat, so we thought we better get going. And,
Yeah,
I was late too, Max. It's all right.
I know. We're
Seems
going
like
to try
a
to
bit of a
start.
trend.
We're going to try to start at 9, but I'm, just because that 9:30 is a bit late. Gets a bit late by the time we finish. But if you can't make it, I mean, we can just start it off and talk a bit of shit.
No problem.
I was going to say, yeah, Max, you've been playing anything in particular? You haven't got Mortal Kombat, so you're the only one who hasn't been playing that. So
yeah, so I'm a bit different to everyone this week. So yeah, I've been playing a few games. I got back into Forza Horizon 3 this week. Not Hot Wheels. No, not the Hot Wheels, just the base game. There's still a lot that I've got to finish on that, so decided to get back into that.
Yep.
Also played some Mass Effect Andromeda again today, which I hadn't played for probably about a week. So I decided to get back into the main story of that. Also more Halo 5, which has been usually what I've been playing the last, I don't know, every week. So more multiplayer in that.
Multiplayer,
Yeah, back into Team Arena. It's a new season now in Halo 5, so all the ranks reset. And apart from that, I have been playing more Elder Scrolls Online. Decided to get back into that. Level up the character, my main character, to level 50. Just before, I don't know if you guys know, but there's a new expansion that launches next month with Elder Scrolls Online, which is Morrowind.
Okay.
Yeah.
I only got to play like 1,000 hours on that to get the last achievement.
What was that?
Elder Scrolls, so you have to play it for like 1,000 hours to get the achievement.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm not too hugely into the achievements, but yeah, probably you do. Being an MMO, you can just grind your way forever, really.
There'll be some levels and points, stuff you've got to get, which will take 1,000 hours to get the achievement, if there is one. So.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
In terms of the Morrowind expansion next month, it's basically a return to the same area that you had in the original Morrowind game on the original Xbox.
Yeah.
So 15 years ago. So I'm looking forward to that.
Bit of nostalgia.
Yeah, a lot of nostalgia actually.
Yeah.
But looks great, and looking forward to seeing what they do with it. So yeah.
Oh, sweet.
So
cool.
What's that? 4 or 5 games I've been playing. So yeah, I've been getting stuck in.
Bomber Dog in the chat just said he's just finished Mass Effect in 100 hours. It took him exactly 100 hours.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Not a minute more, not a minute less.
He also said the tournament seemed like the best thing to happen in Mortal Kombat. Everyone's getting back into it. Well, I was 6 or 7, but anyway. There's been a few.
That's everyone.
That's it. There's been a few tournaments. I think Sonic started it all, and then it's been really fun. So,
if you're not playing in private match,
she's doing a UK tournament, Mortal Kombat tournament too. So it's good fun. So steps it's Mel in the chat.
Hey Mel. It'd be good if they they've been talking about that arena set up on Xbox Live. It'd be nice if you could do tournaments with like Mortal Kombat and stuff like that through Arena on Xbox Live. That thing they're talking about.
That's coming actually. They haven't announced any ETA on it. I think they're still working on it, but I see it maybe released just alongside E3 or just before.
Yeah.
With some other features coming.
Hopefully. It's been a while. It's been a year.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
They have some good stuff planned for. They're working on the share stuff also. How you share your screenshots and better way, like
Quicker way,
quicker and better way. I think PS4's got them beat on that. I'm sorry to say, but it's just it is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, a simple button press would be the best thing to do.
You know,
go through a link or whatever.
And that's why people are sharing their stuff that much more on the PlayStation than you see on the Xbox. And it's crazy. I mean, I love sharing my gameplay or my screenshots, and it's frustrating if you're gonna go through all these processes just to get to that stage where you get fed up and you go, "Nah, it takes too long." I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Cool. So that did we get everyone? Yeah, I think we did. Everyone's been playing games. Most of them Mortal Kombat. Someone's mic is scratching really bad. I just thought I'd just say at the start of the podcast.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
It's like it sounds like someone's dragging it through the sand.
No, mine's all right.
Maybe some gravel.
Someone's rendering a wall while they're fucking doing the podcast.
I thought someone was like sucking on a lolly or something again.
Not that again, man.
Or something.
That was bizarre.
We're not offering to buffer him out.
Someone's buffering.
Oh yeah, remember that. VR porn and buffering.
Hey, how's that VR? I had VR porn in the title, and it got like the most clicks.
Yeah, clickbait.
It got the most clicks.
You know how to do it.
Yeah, but it was like impressions and all that sort of shit on Twitter. It was just crazy. But we didn't get any views. They obviously clicked on it. Oh, this isn't porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dislike.
Yeah.
Clickbait porn. So yeah, just put porn in time. We should have been called the porn podcast. It would have been fine. So
the Doug Porncast.
Dougie does Dallas podcast. But anyway,
funny stuff.
So yeah, Mel just woke up a bit early. So the kids woke her up. That's no good. So at least you're here for now. So that's good.
That's right. Get that coffee going. Tell her to get a pot of coffee.
Shout out to the 17 people watching too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Should have a jug of it.
Appreciate it, guys.
Okay, so what's the first topic? Let's have a look here. We've done the games. We've done the top 5 last week with Mooch. Hey, by the way, we do have a 3-month Xbox Live giveaway. Basically, just got to tell us what game did Mooch say that he was playing too much or he's played too much in last week's episode. DM me the answer. Don't put it in a tweet or anything. Just DM me. If you do that, you'll go into the running to win 3 months Xbox Live. And tell you the truth, if you enter it, you might win it because no one else has fucking answered it yet. So you got a really good chance. So,
and it's a good game too.
Yeah, there's a little hint.
Very, very basic.
That narrows it down.
And you don't have to listen to the whole podcast. It is fairly early in the podcast.
So
look out!
The train.
Yeah, what was that?
Let me mute. I was a train. The train going past.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's
Mega's doing the podcast at the train station again.
Yeah, he's actually homeless.
Under the bench.
Yeah.
Picking up some good
getting on the E3 train.
Yeah, it's a good hotspot down here, man. So
good hotspot.
Yeah, good reception.
That's why he had so much trouble today with that tournament, man.
Yeah.
You got like a couple of cardboard boxes and stuff set up and the Xbox on top.
Yeah.
That's why everyone was late on podcast because the trains were fucking late.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to get to the hotspot.
Yeah.
So anyway, what was the first topic? Fucking hell. We sort of had a heap of topics last week and we didn't get to any of them and now I'm sort of thrown off. So, there was that. I don't know if you guys. Actually, the first topic was the 360 or back compatible games went on sale today, like about 5 hours ago.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I just wondered, you guys seen anything in there that you thought was pretty good value or you picked up, or you recommend?
Definitely pick up Trials.
Yeah, I'll be picking that game up.
That's a funny game, man. That is a good game.
Yeah.
Any of you guys got the Trials Fusion?
I've already got that, man. I played that on the old Xbox, and
Jesus,
it's a fucking good game. Like, I remember when that one you had to climb up the hill, get as high as you can. I absolutely arsed that, man. I just got up there, and no one could beat me. It was complete arse. And it's got your friend's name on the actual the screen where they got to look like a little marker. I loved that, man. That was cool when you did the long. It was.
I'm gonna beat you, Sticky. Now I know you're on it. I'm gonna beat you.
I think they all got reset now when it went to Xbox One. All the old scores and that were gone. I don't know why. That sort of pissed me off.
You'll have to reset some scores.
No, I don't think I can do it again, man. I was a younger man back then.
Reflexes are better now.
Reflexes are on point. Yeah, I tried. Already tried.
Yeah.
But they had the ghost car as well, the ghost bike as well, I'm pretty sure. See, the whoever was on top, the next one, the next one ahead of you, their ghost bike would be there. That was pretty cool too. But there is another Trials, but for $2 Australian, I think it is $2 Aussie.
Yeah, $2.48. $2.48.
$1.20 in the States. So probably $1 in the UK.
Pick that one up.
Yeah, I got them all. I mean, pretty much all 360 games. I have them all. So I mean,
Jesus.
I won't stop. I mean, if I like the game, I just buy it. But I know Trials is a very good game, but I rage a lot, and I nearly broke all my controllers with that one.
That one where you got to go on top of the ball and then inside the ball. Mini games. That was rage. That got me raging.
Yeah.
So a good moral to that story is don't play with the Elite controller, because if you hit you don't want to be smashing that thing.
No way.
Actually, with the Elite controller, it might be better.
Might be more.
That's what I love about going back playing these games with Elite controller, man. It's so much better.
Saying that, on Trials Fusion on Xbox One, my left analog just went after completing that.
Really?
It just gets that much better. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I might use the old one.
So much fun online with that Trials HD. I tweeted out before, me and these other two dudes when I first got on Twitter with Xbox fans, and we used to play Trials HD online, and it was the funniest game ever, man. It was just like some of those little tracks and that were just awesome. And the animations, falling over and stacking it and all that were just great. Made you laugh. It's it was just like ragdolls,
Yeah. Well, the other game, I actually picked up a game off that thing today. I bought one, NBA Jam.
I'll be grabbing that.
I bought that, man. So I was watching the videos, little videos down the bottom, because it's probably going to look really bad when you buy it. So I went down the bottom. I watched the videos, man. It actually looks pretty good. So I know they got the new one out, but I just picked that up. It was $5 Australian. So then again, like maybe
That's
$3, $3.50 American.
Yeah.
Three pounds in the UK.
Such a good game back in the day.
Oh yeah, that was great.
It was the most popular game going around.
Such fun.
I just thought my son
never played
play with my son. You've probably seen it, man. It's when the ball catches fire and stuff.
Yeah, I know what it is, but I've just never played it.
Oh yeah, never played it. Yeah. Cool. Shout out to Invader Gaming. What's going on, Invader?
Invader, bro. How's it going, man?
Got a full. Actually, got 15 people going in there. 14 now.
Wow.
That's
14 now.
You just cursed it. 15 again. There we go. He's back.
There we go.
He's back.
There we go.
We got a few last episode. We got a few views with Mooch, obviously, and Scratch, and they were tweeting stuff out. That was really cool of them to tweet out some stuff. Like even Scratch was doing it. And so that was really cool.
Yeah, good guys.
I thought I was going to try. That's why I gave that giveaway for last week, because I thought, maybe I'll do a giveaway. We might get a whole heap more views. Let's get it over 400. But hasn't happened yet.
It'll get there.
Got that Scorpio to give away,
yeah, we'll talk about that.
We'll get there one day.
Well, if no one enters the Patreon, we do have a couple of people in there. Basically, we'll match it dollar for dollar for anyone who donates to Patreon. We'll match it dollar for dollar, and we're going to give away a prize. We want to try to reach $50 so we can give away a $100 prize. So, we've got a few people in there donating. Siberian and Hughesy, Chris Hughes. So, but yeah, thanks guys for doing that. Anyway.
Cool.
So, what about Halo 3, Mega? I was seeing, and Max, and everyone. What's that? There's going to be no remaster. I didn't really look into it too much because I'm not the Halo man.
Well, they keep saying it. Yeah. That there's nothing to look forward to. It's not happening.
Yeah. Well, what was that article about? Well, I didn't really read it. Was it basically just saying that it's not going to happen?
I think they've said it a couple of times over the last few months that it's not happening. But the rumors still persist.
Yeah, people still want it, but I think they come out and said there's going to be no Halo 3 anniversary and no Halo 6 info or anything. Nothing announced. So, look, they could still do a Halo 3 anniversary like next year. They're probably just saying it's not this year.
Yeah.
I think they said, I think Phil said something about there'd be no Halo stuff this year except for Halo Wars 2, maybe some DLC, but maybe no main game But I still think there's going to be a little teaser there. I don't know, at E3 about Halo 6. I don't know. I'm hoping anyway, but
there was a Halo 3 remaster. Did you see that article?
Yeah.
Well, they keep saying that's not happening.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it's not.
It says Halo 6 won't be revealed at E3 or Gamescom 2017. 343i confirms.
So how long's it been since their last game? When was Halo 5? Was that last year?
2015.
15, okay.
I think it was October 2015.
So it's late 15.
Yeah.
So it's like, mate, I don't know, people.
They don't need to.
They don't need to do it.
Year. They don't even need to announce it. If they did, I'd love it. At E3,
they announced
it. Did a trailer. But we all know it's coming.
They'll do a trailer, don't you reckon? They'll just do a trailer. They might not announce anything, but they might just do a little 30-second trailer, just, with a few. Don't you reckon?
They might. I mean, it depends if, Phil and the Xbox Brigade think that maybe we won't show anything to do with Halo or Gears at all at E3.
Yeah.
And we'll just totally focus on Scorpio
new stuff,
and other games.
Yeah.
So
they'll have Forza, I suppose. So
yeah, they'll definitely have Forza 7.
Yeah, and not those two other games.
Because you know what it comes down to? It's that predictability. So everybody's going to assume that that's all. That's what we're always expecting, and these guys are out to prove to these, obviously these other people that don't believe them that they can do more than just the Gears, the Halos, and this and that. I mean, don't underestimate Microsoft. Whatever, and I keep telling people that, and they don't listen.
Yeah, you make a good point there.
I'm telling you, they're going to come up with things that people would not expect.
Yeah.
I reckon VR is definitely going to be something that they come out with, man.
Yeah,
everyone hates VR, but they're going to come out with a cheap VR head unit. It's going to be no wires. It'll be one wire. It'll be to me, I'll be happy with that. I'm looking forward to that. I'll use it.
One buy for me, day one.
Yeah, if they've got the games to support it, they'll have to have games. And they said Forza Horizon 7 and not just walking around the car, like fucking racing.
Full on.
Yeah.
They're Microsoft. I mean, they said premier VR experiences.
Well, it's inside out technology on that headset they got. So it basically knows where you're looking. It knows, it tracks your head by inside out technology. I don't know a lot about it, but it's basically, it doesn't need cameras on the walls or anything to track your head movement. So that's pretty cool.
Sony gave with PSVR, like I have the damn thing. It's giving you glorified demos, and they're charging you an arm and a leg to play these things, these small experiences. And I admit, Batman VR was one of my favorite ones that I played. It was so freaking realistic. It's a shame that the resolution on the PSVR, and I have the Pro, it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but it would have been perfect. I mean, it's a beautiful game. It puts you right into there. So I cannot wait for Microsoft to sort of bring this into the ball game, and people are going to be excited because we have sort of Fallout VR, and I think there's some exclusive deal with Microsoft on that. I can guarantee for sure this.
They're making their own. Like Microsoft's making like 5 or 6 different headsets.
Yeah.
Just chat. Josh Shannon said, "Let the new game shine." Hendog said they must be very confident this year if they're not showing any Halo with a smiley face.
That's right.
Yeah, I agree.
Rise 2. Rise 2 coming. Oh, sorry, I just woke up. Oh.
What happened, man?
You fell asleep again.
No,
Have a coffee, mate. Didn't you hear the start of the show? Just grab a coffee or crack stubby.
Crack a stubby, yeah.
All I need is crack
it's
stubby.
too early
Otherwise
for
I'm...
stubbies. Well, they've been up like an hour and a half.
Nah, you're doing fine, man. It's all right. Just stay asleep, man, for the tournament after the match. Just go.
I'm not really asleep in my bed.
No.
Do I see another forfeit? Do I see another forfeit?
Forfeit.
No. Not gonna make it easy.
On Siberia. Yeah, so there you go.
What Hendog was saying, like they must be like what hell of a lineup have they got for E3? No Halo, no gears.
No.
So
that's the thing. People
they must have
what
something.
Have they got?
They have.
Yeah. What have they got up their sleeve that has pushed like nothing to be shown for Halo? Like something's got to excite us. Like Halo excites us all, no end. Can you imagine what's to come?
Yeah.
Like, what's the confidence is like to say, okay, look, no Halo this year, but we've got some other games or IP.
We've got Crackdown 3, obviously. They'll show a fair bit of that.
They must have a new IP that's ready, maybe not to release, but just to announce it and show something.
Hopefully they do. I don't care if they announce
they know what they're doing.
If they don't have Halo, they must have something.
Oh, they do. I mean, they're not going to go on stage and say, well, here's Scorpio, here's VR experiences, and here's the games you know. They got things because they're confident, I'm telling you. And then people are saying, oh, they got nothing. I mean, you hear people podcasting about them and talking, oh, I don't think they have anything. Come on. I'm telling you, they got something. Yeah. I don't know what, but they got things planned.
Well, we've said it a few times. They've probably got like a 3-year plan with 16, 17, and 18 E3s all planned out already. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like they finished last E3 and go, okay, on to 17. Like, they had all that shit worked out long ago. They got games in development. They got stuff. It's a plan. It's a business. They plan years ahead. You know.
Yeah.
That's what I love about them. You gotta love that.
They all do it.
It is beautiful.
But the other thing is too, like I wouldn't care if they announced games that are coming out in a couple of years. Even I don't care. I just want to see what's coming. Like maybe they said, late 17, or just to tell us what's getting worked on.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either. Even though Phil doesn't like that announcing games too early, especially after the Scalewell debacle.
Yeah.
And everyone had a go at that.
Like you say, they need to surprise you. They can't just say, here's another Forza, here's another Gears. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They need something new, something else.
Well, Crackdown 3, different. Man, like even though it's the third in the series, that looks pretty good. And if you look at Wildlands, how well that's doing, and
we
GTA,
haven't seen Crackdown 3 since 2015.
No, we've seen a bit of it last year.
No, that was the year before, wasn't it?
Nah, at E3, you mean?
Yeah, at E3.
They done a few trailers not long ago, but yeah, not at E3. Oh, I thought they did something at E3. I can't remember now, but
I thought we haven't seen anything since the alpha footage that they showed.
Crackdown 3 is the one with the zombies? Or am I thinking of State of Decay?
No, that's State of Decay.
State of Decay. That
Crackdown 3 is the one with the cloud tech. Yeah. I don't think we've seen anything of that since 2015.
So State of Decay, man, that looks cool. That looks like...
Yeah. That's only been
that's going to be like Wildlands type of thing with a co-op with your friends. And I reckon that's going to be a winner. The State of Decay, okay, I'm going to fucking get my head around these two games.
Yeah, that looks good. That looks good.
They'll do the State of Decay. They'll have the Sea of Thieves. They'll have Crackdown, and they've got the Shadow of War marketing rights, so they'll probably show a bit more of that. That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
But I think there's got to be some hidden surprises there. They've got to be bigger than those games. There's got to be something, a bigger name,
for sure.
Big name. Like those games are all good and well, but whether they're not like stable games, but they've got to be something big.
We know of them already, all those games. So that nothing that they show can be that surprising because we know they're coming. Yeah. So they need something new. Some new IP or something.
Well, they're talking Splinter Cell and Hitman, and there's a lot of rumors of that stuff going around, but whether that's true or not, I don't know.
Hopefully not too many indies, because I know they've got a shitload of indies coming out. They've got I think they've got 1,000 indies in production. I've read somewhere a little while ago.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, I don't want to hear about indies. Like,
Yep.
No, go ahead, mate.
I was going to say Ori in the Blind Forest 2 is a big rumor that's floating around, so was a game.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
one of the games
that's a
of the
high
year,
possibility.
Yeah.
So they could do
Couple of
another
years
one of
ago.
those. So yeah, some of the more well-known ones would be good sequels.
Well, we already know what PlayStation's going to show because they've already shown their games, for the next 20 years.
Well,
But I
they'll
wonder.
show the same games they showed last E3.
That's right, but they'll be coming out this year. That's the
I
only
can't
difference.
imagine what else they'll have to show. Anything that's new that we don't know
judging
already.
by what Phil was saying a little while ago, that games like Horizon Zero Dawn and that are going to be a dinosaur. And we all know that PlayStation talked to Microsoft and that, and I guarantee you, he knows that they're probably not going to do another Horizon Zero Dawn because they just don't make money off those games. That was probably what was the other game he used as example? I can't remember, but like single player games on both sides, unless they change the way they sell them, are probably going to die.
Yeah. Well, he mentioned Zelda as well, so don't have the same impact as what they did back in the the 90s and
Zelda.
2000s. Like huge games, huge names, but probably profitability wise and making money and lastability. They don't hold a torch on these multiplayer style online microtransaction style games, fortunately. So
I think Zelda will always sell. Nintendo just have that. Yeah. They just have that. They've got that nostalgia, and they do make really good games. Horizon, on the other hand, it's a great game, but it's still a new IP, and it's very expensive to make those games, especially if you can't keep getting, keep earning money from them over the next, say, year or two. Then I don't know. Didn't it come out not too long ago that Sony only make profit on 4 out of 10 of their exclusives? I think that's what I read somewhere.
Yeah.
So 6 out of 10 of their games lose money. Yeah, so 6 out of 10 of their games that they release actually lose money. So I don't know what that can't be good over the long term. You can't sustain that. Whereas, like Mega said, the multiplayer games always earn money.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Like they just print money. Those microtransactions.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Even the rec packs from Halo 5, like they just make money. I don't buy them personally, but people buy them. Keeps bringing in the money to 343 and Microsoft, and that's what they need to make the next one.
Definitely.
Yeah.
There's Shansu said something, and that's been floating around too, a possible Fable announcement, and that is something that might be happening too. So
if that happens, that's a mic drop moment.
That's
if they show game trailer.
I'm ready for that one.
Oh, it's time for a reboot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like a follow on from Fable 3. That'd be alright.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, I'm all for single player games as well. I mean, there's always room. There's always a place for them, but I just think they've got to support them with extra DLC, like extra campaign levels and expansions. Otherwise they do lose. I mean, what happens when I think one of us brought it up the other night with Mooch and Scratch. What happens when you beat the game and there's not much else to do. I mean, it's nice. It looks good.
That's right.
10, 15 hours into it, it's finished, and then it doesn't make any more money. So if they can throw some DLC on every 3 or 4 months, just chuck a little expansion on there, maybe some extra weapons or skins. Those sort of things will make it last longer.
Oh yeah,
I think so, and make them make money. Yeah.
But Phil was right. He hit the nail on the coffin. But people right away talking bad about it. the Sony fanatics over there, they jump to the conclusion. They're on their own podcast. They're making their own articles, their own assumptions. Oh, Phil doesn't know what he's talking about. Blah 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 blah. And yet, though, he gets most of what he's saying is actually accurate, and it hits them in the face, and then they still in denial. They live in that little bubble of theirs. So yeah. Is there like mic drop moments going on here? It's like dead silent. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, well, I'm here.
Okay.
He must have dropped his mic. Did you drop it, Dimitri?
Oh man, my mic was on mute. What
In
the
anticipation of E3, he's dropped it
I was
early.
wondering what the heck happened there.
I had something really cool to say too.
I could hear you, Stick.
Yeah.
Oh, could you?
No,
I could hear you,
yeah,
brother.
I could hear you.
I couldn't hear him. I couldn't hear.
Oh, fuck, that's weird.
Yeah, Stick
feel-
dropped his mic.
Yeah.
Didn't the podcast with Moose, you fall off you drop out again? I saw.
Sanchu said he couldn't hear us either.
Yeah.
Oh,
I couldn't
okay.
hear. It was like silent, dead silent.
That's weird. Anyway, so yeah, but like I probably think that maybe Phil didn't need to mention those couple of games. Maybe he didn't need to talk about it at all, you know. But like I'm glad he does. I'm glad he talks about it.
No, you can't just sit there and these guys live in their little bubbles and they get offended by everything you talk about. But when it's praising them, it's all good. No.
Yeah,
it needs
that's
to
true.
be talked about, I think.
I mean, he has a point in what he said.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you read the whole article, it's like he goes into it quite.
How many people last month played Call of Duty compared to those who played The Last Guardian?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And how much money the games cost? Like a multiplayer
Exactly.
game.
And what did they make last month?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call of Duty would have still printed money.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, look at GTA, mate.
Yeah, well, GTA just...
You look at Black Ops 2.
Rockstar probably earned $1 million with just us talking right now on that game.
Someone just bought shark cards because we just mentioned it.
Yeah.
But what about Black Ops 2, mate? That's a perfect example. Now, that game's how old? It's still making money. It's still selling in back compat. And it's selling well.
Yeah.
And it's because of back compat.
Yeah, but that wouldn't happen
selling.
to... Like, Horizon Zero Dawn in 10 years won't sell like that.
No.
You know.
That's right.
But Infinite Warfare might, or...
yeah, as long as the servers are still up and running.
Yeah.
And that's not saying that
Still hear
Horizon's not a good game.
Yeah, you go back on any COD game up to probably MW2, and there's still a fair few people playing those games online.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
and they make even more money, especially ever since I think Advanced Warfare was the first one to do the the supply drops and stuff. So they make even more money now. So they just got to sell they could sell the game at $30 and or even like $10 or whatever, and just make. Oh, I can't wait to see it. One day they will make those games like COD, maybe Battlefield, Halo. They'll make those games free one day, and you just buy what weapons you want with microtransactions. They'll be free to play one day. I guarantee those games will be free to play.
Yeah,
one day, not anytime soon, but someone will.
I just don't
will do it. You know?
When you're saying like about doing like multiplayer single player games and having added on DLC, I just don't like the whole thought of that, because you know when you watch those TV series where they just go forever and ever and ever and they never seem to get anywhere, and you're like, fuck, this could have been this whole 20 or 5 season show could have been wrapped up in an hour movie. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't want if I'm going to play a single player game, I want the guy who designs it. He's a writer, you know, and he writes a story and they design it from start to finish, you know, and they have an ending, and it's all. And it's like their creation. They're creative people. If they've got to string out some fucking story for like, you know, whole episodic sort of thing, and try to string it out as long as they can just to make money, I mean, that to me would be really bad. You know, I just don't.
I think it depends on the game. I think Halo. Yeah. Say if Halo 5 had a little bit of expansion pack for their campaign or something, or Gears had a separate.
But what could you do? I mean, you finish the story. You know? What are you going to do? Have like a side story?
Yeah, the Halo 5 story. Yeah. The Halo 5 story was pretty short. The campaign.
Yeah, they could easily make
probably too
short. Bit of an expansion to that, but
you know. Yeah, I suppose.
Like it'd be different if it was a yearly release, but if it was like a 3 year different, like 3 years between each games, you could definitely chuck a couple of expansions on there just to sort of keep you going to the next one. Otherwise, you know, it's just multiplayer only, where a lot of people do love campaigns.
And, I do.
I mean, how many people would buy an extra 10-hour or even a 5-hour expansion to Halo 5? I think everybody would buy it.
Easily.
You know?
Yeah. So isn't it a different? Isn't that just another game? Like, isn't that just Halo 6
like
campaign?
If it was 3 to 5 hours, you could probably get away with. If it was 10 to 12 hours, yeah, they probably could.
Yeah,
basically another game, man. Like,
yeah, so.
I mean, how would they? Yeah, I don't know. It's a hard one for me, man. I just think, they need to find another way, like Game Pass or something, because single player games have always been that 10-hour thing. You start it, you finish it, unless it's something like Mass Effect. But you start it and you finish it and it's done, and you've completed it. And it's like, wow, that was cool at the end. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just think if they just kept stringing along and adding on little bits and pieces and episodic games. Like, what was that one that came out not long ago? I mean, I didn't play that, so maybe that was really well done. Hitman, maybe that was really well done. I don't know. I haven't played it.
Yeah, I haven't played that.
Well, look,
it'd be interesting to play it.
Yeah, if you look at Halo 5, like there wasn't much Master Chief gameplay. They could say throw a 5-hour DLC with what Master Chief was doing in those times where you were playing as Locke. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like there could be, and it would sort of just revive it a little bit and get people talking about it again. Like because people, apparently I wasn't too disappointed that he didn't play too much of Master Chief, even though I love him. It was pretty cool to play a different character. But imagine that, like a 5-hour DLC add-on with just playing as the Chief, like in those sections, Yeah. So like
I think it just goes back to what Phil said in terms of the longevity of the game is in the multiplayer.
Yeah.
So instead of putting it towards DLC for the single player campaign, they made Warzone. And heaps of people play that already.
Oh yeah.
That Warzone plus the multiplayer maps and everything. That's where people keep playing the game. So they kind of put the campaign to the side and just focused on that multiplayer. And I think most developers would do that. That's where the money's made.
But isn't it like the market decides what they want? So if people are buying single player games, then they'll make single player games. If they're not, they won't. And like, to me, that's just the way society works, man. Like,
look at Quantum Break.
Yeah,
it didn't sell. I love that game.
Yeah, it's a great game, and it's a shame that games like that might die.
Yeah. It's not that long, the campaign. There's really not much else you can do with it in terms of DLC.
No.
But it just didn't sell that well. But it's an incredible game.
It seems like all this 4K bullshit is what's killing gaming in a way, because it takes them that much longer to make the games.
What I mean? It takes a long time to make games.
What's Zelda, man? Like, he's brought up Zelda, but that's probably not running at a really high resolution.
No, it's not, especially in handheld mode.
So, I would rather make single player games that maybe didn't look that pretty, but they just still made them, and they made them within a certain price range. They're not making them at all. Do you know what I mean? Like, single player games are never going to look as good because we know they don't make money. Sorry, guys. That's just the way it is. In the end, you don't give a fuck, because when you're that enthralled into a game, or like, what's the word? When you're drawn into a game, you don't really notice that stuff anyway. Like, I don't.
Well,
no.
Exactly. As a gamer, you're not going to focus on, oh, wow, it's 4K. Oh, my God, I got to play it. No, a gamer plays at any resolution, doesn't matter.
But then the multiplayer games where they're making a lot of money, like GTA and COD, and that, I expect them to spend the money on the game.
That's killing it.
Yeah, and they're going to put that back into it.
Beautiful. And if they can do that with Red Dead 2 and put that online multiplayer in too, oh, wow. Forget about it.
Yeah. Maybe Nintendo's onto something, man. Just to have a system that's not that powerful. Yeah. And the games aren't that expensive to make, because they're a lot easier to make and they don't take as much time.
As long as you have the games releasing.
The gameplay, release them, like you said, man.
Yeah.
Release them. Get them out there.
Not to derail a bit, just to let everybody know, don't forget to download free Phantom Dust tomorrow.
Yeah, that's Mega Bad Seed.
Well done, Dimitri.
Yeah, so...
And Mega Bad Seed actually called that a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Was it last week? Last episode?
First on Doug, Mega.
Oh, when before?
Yeah, I think it was a week before, yeah.
He said they'll probably announce it at E3 for free. I said, what the fuck are you talking about? It's not going to be free.
How can they be for free?
I think they heard him.
I nearly muted his mic.
They heard him.
Well, that's what I was saying before about free-to-play games. I wonder if that's what Microsoft are going to do with games. Are they going to start just giving you games that are going to be riddled with microtransactions and just start? This could be a little bit of a I don't know, a drop in the ocean of what's going to happen.
Well, I reckon Max is on something, man. That they're going to. Max was saying on Twitter that they're going to have a number 2, maybe announced at E3.
No, well, mate, I think it's I think they need to see how many people are playing this because they'll be able to see. So whether they make a sequel or not, I think it depends on how many people download this and play it, and how long they play it for.
Well, everyone download it because it's free. Just download. Even if you don't download it, just like start the download and then end it. Because you really should. If Microsoft is going to give us free games, we probably should download them. Because
I will be definitely.
They might do it again. So.
Do you guys see that? That Game Pass is coming, and I think at E3 they might drop maybe a special for the people and say, "Hey, for a limited time, you get it for free," and then they'll start charging you after, and they're gonna add more games to it. I think that's gonna do well.
Which game is that?
That Game Pass Xbox.
Yeah.
That new Game Pass thing that they're doing. That's beautiful. I mean, it works out for families.
Everyone's got this frame of mind with that it's going to be just a dumping ground for old games.
No,
I got a feeling that it's going to have exclusive games. I'm going to like Netflix.
They wouldn't do it otherwise.
And shit. Yeah. Imagine they had time releases on there where you could only get it on Game Pass.
That'd be crazy.
Month,
you see,
for a month.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, like you can cancel it after a month, man. So you could buy that. You could, if you want to play it early, you buy the Game Pass for a month, $10, and then cancel it if you want to cancel it. They might do stuff like that. Anything they do, everyone's going to hate.
I'm sure they'll announce something to do with Game Pass and exclusive on Game Pass.
They love talking about that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So speaking of PlayStation, one of the topics we had for Mooch, we're going to get Mooch ranting about this one, but we didn't get a chance. Where to now for PlayStation? Now with Scorpio coming and the rise of Switch, how will they ride out this gen? And they had a developer last week, a community manager, say that the PS4 Pro is actually less powerful than Scorpio, but Sony's had a huge advantage. They released their upgraded version, the PS4, approximately a year before the Scorpio, so they've had a lot more time to earn clients who in the end just wanted to play their console to meet their immediate needs. I looked at that and I go, man, that's some of the biggest crap that I've seen in my life. Like, no one was screaming for 4K last year. And they're probably not even screaming for it this year. I mean, I'm pretty happy myself, but towards the end of this year, maybe lead into early next year, and people are going to want 4K. They're going to have their 4K TVs.
Well, Dimitri, you've got the PS4 Pro, don't you?
Yeah,
he does. Yeah.
So let's be honest, all right. Look, I got it. I have friends on it. I hit games with them. I play with them. I got my brother. He plays. He loves his Pro. I mean, he's not an Xbox guy. He's a PlayStation, and fair enough. And I game with them, but I don't see this trend where they're saying that it's doing real well, like it's going crazy and it's selling well. And I don't think I think their little Slim is selling a million times more better than the Pro is. The Pro is nothing spectacular. I'll tell you what, if you want to buy it, you buy it. Fair enough. I'm not going to discourage people, but I'm not noticing any different to when I was on the vanilla. Maybe a little more textures on the things, and the graphics is nice. Yeah. And the way it can upgrade a little upscale to 4K or dynamic. Let's call it dynamic 4K. But I don't feel like I'm blown away by it because it doesn't do downsampling. I mean, unless the devs.
It's not that dynamic.
No, it's not that spectacular like they make it out to be. I'm sorry to say. You can play your games on that Slim or the vanilla, and they'll still look just as good. And
some of the games perform worse.
Yeah.
We'll patch it. We'll patch it, mate. Oh, fuck that.
When are you going to patch it?
Patch it tomorrow. Don't patch it in 3 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy.
You got the boost mode, which they tell you, and it clearly says select the boost mode. And if you notice gameplay, glitches and blah blah blah, uncheck it. So I don't know why. It's like, why do I need the boost mode to run a couple other games a little higher frame rates?
Tell me that doesn't smack of a rushed console like the PSVR and that console.
They rushed
probably
into
done
the
more
market.
damage to gaming than they've done good, man.
It's Sony, and it's all about the sales with Sony. It comes down to get it to the market before Scorpio. The idiots had the lead. I mean, what are they worrying about? They have games. People were buying PS4 when there was no games. Remember, 3 years ago or 2 years ago, they had no games to sell them.
Yeah.
They had generic ones and the multiplats. They didn't have exclusives, and people were still buying the hardware. So
for Netflix.
Yeah,
Netflix box.
Yeah, they rushed the bloody Pro, and it was a rushed console. I'm sorry to say, it's a unfinished console. It's not even a half-assed. I mean, it's a joke. Come on, dude. Let's put it less than half-assed, and it should be selling at the price they're selling it. It's like they're ripping people off. Drop the price on it. It's not even worth what it is right now. I'm sorry to say, but people
aren't happy with it, man. Like there was articles the other week where this guy was saying, like, it's just a joke. Like, update it, support the console. You guys aren't supporting it. I don't think they're pouring any more money into it because it's not making them money. So they're not going to start pouring money into making it better as far as with patches and shit.
Yeah.
If it's not making them money, they're just going to, like they did with the, like Nintendo sort of did with the Wii. I think that was making them money, but they still walked away from that. But I mean, like, I don't know. They're just walking away from it. I reckon they're how they're going to ride out this gen, slowly losing or slowly getting pegged back by Switch.
Fools will be
Switch
working on
and Scorpio.
PS5 will come, but it won't come when these idiots think it will. It won't be come till 2020. I can vouch 2020. I see a PS5, and I'm looking forward to that. I want a PS5. Yes, I do. I want Sony to do good, but Pro is a joke. It's to me, they just but these
let Samsung get in there, or fucking let other company get in there, man, and
take over and just do a better job.
Yeah. I reckon like the Switch has taken PS5 PlayStation's market share. They're taking their market share. The casuals are buying the Switch, man, and
definitely.
The casuals buy the PlayStation.
Yeah.
The multiplayer gamers buy the Xbox.
Yeah.
So I reckon the Scorpio and the Xbox One S are really going to make a comeback in the next few years.
Oh, definitely. And I'm not... Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, mate.
No. You go, Dimitri.
No, go ahead.
No, I insist.
All right. Go ahead. Don't worry about it. Otherwise, I'll keep just yapping.
Me too. I'm glad you shut me up.
That's what we're doing, Doug. We just yap away. So go for it.
We plan for an hour podcast every episode.
What I was going to say is, I'll make it quick. I was going to say is, I'm not trying to bag down because you got PlayStation lovers. I got family members that love the PlayStation, and I always make fun of them. But, I mean... because Scorpio is going to do so much more than just freaking what the Pro does, and I think it's going to sell real well, regardless what the people say. Oh, it won't sell shit because there's no games, there's nothing on it.
The games are coming, man.
Like what Phil said, the only thing is, I'm going back to what he said. Wait till you see how they play, and then you buy it then. And I'm going to stand by his word, and I believe in that guy. I mean.
Yeah, then he must know what's coming.
Oh,
that's right. They know, man. They've got a 5-year plan with this thing. Like Xbox, they've got Xbox 360 games, they've got Xbox One games, and they're not going to have any more games for the next 3 years. They're just going to build a console,
it's crazy,
and not release any games on it. Is that what they think? Like, mate, they've got games in the works right now.
Of course they do.
It's not. They built the system, and then it's like building a stadium, and then you fill it with people.
Yeah.
And they're going to fill it with games. So.
What Microsoft's doing with Scorpio, especially Phil, is they're basically restarting the Xbox One generation again instead of the mistakes that happened. Just reboot it, start again.
I mean, it
started with the S, but in terms of the Scorpio, it's a brand new system completely.
Yeah, it is. So, it's a 4K,
Yeah, and they haven't announced any new IP yet. I mean, we know that something's coming.
They probably
at
don't want to damage sales of the S.
No, that's right, and the S will still sell. It'll still sell a lot of consoles as well, because not everyone will jump on board the Scorpio. Not everyone wants, the cutting edge graphics or power or anything like that. And Phil's right in saying that the Xbox One S will be the system that probably most people buy.
Yeah, for sure.
But
it looks good.
Yeah,
it's a great console.
God, it looks
quiet
amazing.
as fuck. Like, it doesn't make any noise, man.
It's affordable. Yeah, like Dad
my
said,
phone
it's
makes
affordable
more
as well.
And there's going to be a price drop on that as well. So
yeah, there definitely will be.
A price drop.
Yes, there'll be a price drop. And like
packaged games, there'll be Game Pass.
Yeah.
There'll be all that sort of shit chucked in.
All right. Well, okay. Sorry, Mega. Just for what Stick just said, then.
Yeah.
Will they package games with it at all when they've got
Game Pass? Oh, remember multiplat sell, man. So you still need to chuck in a pretty cool multiplat like Battlefield or.
But they might have that in the Game Pass at some stage.
Oh yeah, well that'd be cool. Imagine they got Battlefield 1 in the Game Pass or
you'll buy it for that.
GTA.
We've got Halo 5's in there, so
Halo 5,
Halo 5's there. So
it just depends. Like it's a money thing, isn't it? Again, like the dev's going to say, "Well, I'll make this much money out of Game Pass, but I'm making this much money out of it now."
Yeah, it just depends if it makes sense for them.
There'll be some sort of money deal going on, and maybe there's some security there with Game Pass that they know for the next 2 years is like a contract. Okay, for the next 2 years, you're going to pay me this much.
Yeah.
So there'd be a deal going in that regard. So they get security. The devs get security, and for them that's a lot. They got shareholders and everything. They can say to their shareholders, "We're going to make this much money. Definitely off for Microsoft. We're going to give us this much money for the next 2 years, or for 3 years."
Yeah, that's right.
Years, So there's a lot of value in that too, other than just the money side of things. So they get investors and shit like that investing in their company and stuff like that. So. Yeah, it's interesting what they're going to do with the Game Pass again. We keep going back to that. Everyone's sort of like a lot of people think it's just a graveyard for old games, but it's going to be a lot more than that.
Yeah, exactly.
They need to put more AAAs in it.
What's that, man?
They need to put more AAA games in Game Pass.
Yeah, multiplayer.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, he actually did mention something of that because, like he said about the graveyard thing, Phil did say there will be AA games in it, and I think there'll be some good ones, not some crappy ones where, we already played those over and over. They're gonna, and obviously they'll switch them every month or so or 30 days, but I think it's gonna do good. Just like EA Access, it's beautiful. You go back to those games and you get the Vault games where I didn't want to buy FIFA because I knew that FIFA's coming to the Vault anyways.
Yeah.
And
that already has now, hasn't it?
Yeah,
FIFA 17.
FIFA, yeah, it's already in the Vault. So
is it? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish they had made those games every 2 years too. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
They could have like a 17, 18. I don't know. Or just do the last 2 years or something. Backtrack it.
EA Access is £30 a month. I mean, a year, sorry, or dollars.
A month.
Whereas Game Pass is 100. A year, sorry.
Yeah, it's a year.
Game Pass is going to be 100.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a fair bit of money.
That?
Oh yeah, it's still worth it for 100 games.
Yeah.
People who buy games up, then the other subscriptions like Gold and EA, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, if you've got them all. But if you look at it on a weekly basis, it's not too bad. If you look at it on a yearly basis, it's like, okay, it's I'm spending $200 a year, but
yeah.
But
and beyond that, it's like Bomber said in the chat, with Halo 5 in the Game Pass, imagine the player base.
Yeah.
Now put that across multi-platform games as well. That's just healthy for the multiplayer games.
Yeah.
That are a little bit older to be included in the Game Pass.
I just think of anyone that I know who's a casual gamer, and got kids, are going to buy that Game Pass.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'd tell people to buy it.
Oh yeah, I encourage it because families can't today afford $99 or $100 like in Australia, and I imagine in the UK it's expensive also, and other parts.
Exactly.
Who can afford that? You can't. It's like $100 a game. It's ridiculous.
And I spend $120 for a year.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And this is saves money right there, and they can play all they want.
It's only the hardcore kids, but that when they go to school and they're all their friends are playing the latest game, and they're like, "Oh, I've just got to get fucking Game Pass," But that's I know a lot of my nephews and nieces and all that. They don't know. They're just happy to play anything. They don't care what's the latest game. They don't, You know, they might say maybe Halo or something like that. Oh, what the new Halo's out. But apart from that, they're not looking at it like we do. You know, we know what's coming out 3 months ahead of time. We're looking forward to it, but they don't know. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to do well. Jeez, well, I should rename this podcast the Game Pass discussion.
Yeah.
Talking about
Doug's Game Pass.
So I don't know if I asked us all how do you think PlayStation's going to ride out this gen? I think I answered it, but I didn't.
Yeah, I think we just started talking about Game Pass.
So do you guys think they're going to just stay? It's just going to stay the way it is, or is it going to keep going? Or sorry,
Mega and Daz?
Yeah, Daz.
Well, I don't think they'll do too much. I just think they'll. Daz. I just think they'll just go on as normal. They'll just announce their games.
Do you don't reckon sales will change much? Like, you don't reckon the ratio? You don't reckon they'll peg back Europe and stuff like that?
I don't know. It's hard to predict, but with Scorpio coming, it'll probably slow down a little bit. But I think after Scorpio, who knows what'll happen. So that's why Scorpio's got to get the price right, and it's got to have the right name as well. It's got to have a name where it attracts the casuals, like what Mooch was saying the other night. And it was talking about dynamic 4K and native 4K. Like, what sounds better, right? What is better and what sounds better? Dynamic sounds better. So they've got to have the console. You know, they're not going to call it Scorpio, so they're going to have to call it something like Ultimate Xbox or Elite Xbox or something like that. That's just going to a casual guy walks in and goes,
Xbox.
Yeah, I don't think they'll just call it Xbox. I think it'll have some sort of catchy name where it's going to sound like it is the best console out there.
Yeah,
you know, I can't see just calling it Xbox because it could be any Xbox.
Xbox Atriox.
Yeah. You know, just get the price, get the name right and get the price right.
I think after they get the price right, that if they bang on that price that we're thinking, forget about it.
Xbox Plus,
put,
Plus.
Yeah. Xbox Pro XX Plus or something. Who knows?
Xbox 4K, Xbox True 4K.
Yeah.
I was going to say that, but it sounded cheesy. So,
Xbox Native.
See, native sounds prehistoric. So
according to Mooch, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's right. The dynamic sounds like the best, almost.
Yeah.
Like you put a TV.
It's like cars,
modern.
Man. They name cars like, you know, it'd be just like ABS, and they'll name it some special fucking thing.
Yeah, look at TV settings. You know.
Yeah.
You go into
dynamic surround sound.
Yeah, dynamic picture. Like that's the most souped up picture.
Yeah.
So,
you're exactly right. Yeah.
It's got to be something like Xbox. I don't know, the best Xbox. That's what they should just call it. The best box. The best
Xbox buy me. Siberia.
The best box. Mic drop.
I call it now the best. We call it the best Xbox ever.
Xbox Slim.
It's.
Xbox.
I think they're going to come up with a good catchy name.
They could call it better than your missus's box.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Doug just went in the gutter. That's it. Good night, everyone.
Shout out to our 5% female demographic.
I think down at none.
I think you just woke up Dazzy with that. He was falling asleep there, but that woke him right up.
Did someone say my missus's box?
I'm seeing that in a long time.
Oh
my god, man! You got to turn the lights on.
Shit,
sorry.
I don't know.
Daz is off.
So
nothing beats that.
In regards to the question, I don't think Sony really needs to do all that much this generation.
If they can't do anything, can they? Their hands are tied now. So
yeah, they are. I mean, according to the numbers, they've got such a lead
in the US. They don't.
No, but like Dimitri said before, when they were releasing no games and they were selling a shitload of consoles.
Right.
So for Microsoft to peg that many back, it'll be a big ask. But I think it goes beyond this generation. I think Microsoft's setting themselves up for even more after the Scorpio. And what's going to happen after that for the next gen.
And the whole brand is the whole Microsoft brand, because their CEO came on the other day saying that, you know, we're just setting ourselves up to be the leaders in gaming, not just having the best console, but actually online gaming. We want to be a place to go that people go. They're starting this arena.
I think they're already pretty much that.
Yeah, they're already that, and they're just going to keep building on that. And they're doing that's why they're getting into the PC market. So maybe they're trying to take on Steam and
maybe.
And just if they have the infrastructure, because we know Prophet, he's in our Discord. By the way, join the Discord. It's in the description below. He always talks about how he has really bad connections and stuff with people, and I said I don't get that on Xbox. You know, like my internet's fairly good, but I don't get any problems. And like Microsoft spent a lot of money on servers and all that sort of shit. So I reckon that's what their big plan is to be the well, they've said it. It's not a guess. They've actually said we want to be the game, the gaming network where people game and all around the world and stuff. And I'll play UK Daz after show, and I bet you there's no lag. And I don't know too much about the tech side of things. Is that the developers' servers or is it Microsoft's or whatever? But it's fucking pretty good.
I've got 18 meg uploads on that.
Yeah, I've got 30.
That's pretty.
So it would be interesting to see if we have any lag because my uploads, I reckon 18 you'd be fine, man.
Does Mortal Kombat use the Azure servers?
I don't know. I don't know much about them, about their
Okay.
But like even I mean, is it Microsoft's? Do they provide them, or I don't know? How does it work? Is it just the devs?
Yeah. Or is it
be interesting to
peer-to-peer?
find out. Maybe we need to get a guest on that knows about like a developer or something on one week and ask them how does it all work. But
yeah, I'm not sure.
It's
how
not
the
peer to
combat
peer,
servers
man.
are.
Oh, maybe
No?
in private match it could be peer to peer. When you go in a private match, it might be peer to
Oh
peer.
yeah.
Because sometimes they do that. They'll free up the other servers and put if you do private matches. Like I know Rainbow Six Siege, unless you got 10 players, it's actually peer to peer, or there'll be one person hosting, and we're running off them.
Yeah.
Like the old days. Once you get 10 people in the room, then it switches to their servers. But yeah, so,
All right. Yeah.
So maybe Mortal Kombat will be like that too. You're running off whoever's got the strongest connection.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So it just seems to me, that they're setting themselves in the right place there.
Well, I hope they keep expanding on their network as well and have more localized servers, especially in Australia.
Well, this arenas thing, man, since we've been playing these tournaments, has been really cool. And I'm looking forward to arena. It should be fun, man. We can organise tournaments on the Xbox. And by the way, Saturday, we're going to be doing our podcast directly from our Xboxes. So we're going to be streaming to Beam.
Oh, cool.
We're going to be using Xbox Party Chat, and we're going to be playing poker, but that's just going to be in the background sort of thing. But we're going to do the podcast from there. So if you want to catch it live, you're going to have to follow me on Beam. I've got the description below. And then we'll upload it to YouTube straight after the show. So it'll be still on YouTube during the week. So if you want to watch on YouTube, you can. It's just going to have gameplay footage, and we're probably going to do some cool stuff. Like we might have different games. We might have like Mortal Kombat or whatever. We've got to put some thought into it. But maybe even one-on-one matches between guests and us, and in Gears of War or Rainbow Six Siege or whatever. I can, might be able to sort of watch or go observer mode and stuff like that, and just sort of fuck around with the camera while we're doing the podcast. So yeah, we're going to be it's going to be the Xbox podcast directly from Xbox. So we reckon it's a cool thing to do, and we're going to, like I said, it was
the Beanbox podcast. That's what it's called.
It's going to be the real Xbox Party Chat podcast, because we're going to be actually in the party chat.
Be real casual. We'll call it Xbox and Chill.
Yeah, we've got a name for it. Yeah, what was it, Mega?
So, Xbox and Chill.
Xbox and Chill, it's called. So it's Doug Podcast, Xbox and Chill.
Yeah, it'll be looking like we're sitting around a table just playing cards, having a casual conversation about Xbox and games.
Yeah,
that's what it looked like on the screen, wasn't it, with the poker.
Yeah, still going to have the same discussions and everything. It's still going to be. We're not going to be just sitting around talking about cards and what cards we've got. We're going to be doing the podcast, but in the background we're playing cards. So, yeah.
We'll just see how it looks. Yeah.
See how it looks. See how it goes. If it doesn't work, we'll probably go back to this format. But you will be able to still watch the podcast on YouTube, because I'll upload it to YouTube. Just hoping that it saves to Beam. Shout out to Jay Century's in the chat. Set up our Discord. Thanks a lot, man. Did a great job with everyone's Discords. Jay. Massive community, dude. He just said peer-to-peer connection is based off the host connection games like Call of Duty if here. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so Mortal Kombat doesn't use Microsoft servers.
No.
That's what he's saying.
It's a shame.
Yeah. Definitely.
They're there to use even with Call of Duty, and they don't do dedicated servers. It's freaking annoying. I think what the hell's going on? They do this peer-to-peer or something, or
well, because Microsoft's laying cables and shit under the fucking Pacific Ocean and everything.
Yeah, they got them available for people for games to use them, but not many of them are using them. So it's sad you don't got that dedicated server, and then you get screwed over. You know, you're playing these great games, and bop, there goes the game.
Yeah, so anyway, but we just leave it in their hands pretty much, don't we? That's what I like about Xbox, because I've always just been able to just go, I'm just going to buy an Xbox. From day one, the OG, it was like, it just seems like they know what they're doing. It's Microsoft.
Yeah.
You know, they obviously, it's not, When I bought the original OG, and it was out of PlayStation, I thought PlayStation's, that's by Sony. They make stereos. Microsoft make PCs or software. I'm buying a fucking Xbox. It just seemed like the best investment to make, for me. Just like which one am I going to pick? I may as well pick the one that's sort of the tech company, even though Sony have probably seen that way too back in the day.
Yeah. More hardware though.
More hardware, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So anyway, that'd be cool. Hopefully, all you guys follow us over to Beam. You can still watch it on your phone and stuff. We're still doing the chat and everything like that. So the boys are going to watch the chat as well on their phones. It's going to log into my Beam stream. So everything's going to be the same pretty much.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to change. It's going to be doing it directly from Xbox. So we got to hurry up and do it. They were doing it Saturday before someone else steals our idea.
We better jump on after this.
Yeah, we're going to do a podcast straight after the show.
Then
Actually,
we'll be the first.
We'll be on Beam. We'll be doing the tournament. So,
cracking my fingers, sticky baby.
We're nearly there, man.
I'm ready.
I'm just going to put there's Daz's in the chat. There's his Beam channel.
He's doing his stretches, Daz.
Follow him now, man. We're going to go live like 20 minutes after the show. I'm doing push-ups, so that's going to help me.
I'm too old for that shit. I give up with exercise when I was 40.
Yeah. So there you go. Well, that was a good little discussion about PlayStation and Scorpio and that. We didn't even plan to talk about Scorpio or Game Pass, really. So
that's what we spoke about.
I should have put in a title, man, because that gets all the clicks.
Yeah.
I'm just going to change it to Scorpio discussion.
Oh,
and porn.
Talk
Don't forget about
right
porn.
away gets your views right away.
Yeah, VR porn Scorpio.
There you go.
That'll I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. I don't think there's enough room. I have to delete my name off the end. I was gonna put Scorpio VR porn. Let's see what happens.
Starring stick figure. Yeah, that looked good, doesn't it?
The other thing that they announced too was those Xbox One controllers. The design lab, you can actually make money for your designs.
That's crazy.
Because it's only available in America or North and South America.
For now, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Will they ever bring it here?
Yeah, they are. The guy who actually runs the lab, or I don't know, the guy is involved in that. He did say there's no real estimated time of arrival, but he said you'll be hearing something soon. So I'm very excited with that. I mean, we need it over here. One?
Because I've had a few. Are you going to design one? Or?
Oh, definitely. Oh, not just one, probably a few.
And hopefully yours is an original. I wonder when you make it, maybe they wait till you order it and then it says you have designed an original.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are saying they're just doing it because they can't sell the controllers. And I thought, maybe they've got like a shitload of parts just sitting there, like all different red, blue, orange, and all this different colors and shit. They're like, fuck, we need to get rid of these things, so we'll do this. But I don't think so. I think they would have only made enough parts to keep up with supply and demand sort of thing, or demand. They wouldn't have made shitloads of them.
Yeah,
I think they're just doing another pro-consumer type of thing, you know? They're just trying to look after people and give them back to the gamer.
Exactly. And everything with Microsoft comes to pro-consumer stuff and more to be announced at E3 guaranteed. Imagine you can do your Elite sort of controller. You can do a customized Elite one. That is going to be another win. You know, these guys are they're going to kill it. I'm telling you. Forget Sony might have them 60 million that these guys keep bragging about. I don't know if it's 60. I mean, they come up with that number, but it's shifty to me. But they got that base, but that base is not really gaming. If I'm going through their streams and watching these guys play, they're mostly streaming live shows of themselves talking nonsense. So I go, they bought a PS4 to stream stupidity. Like if I go to the PS4 and I can watch them stream, half of them will be gaming, the rest will be streaming. They'll be putting their broadcast on, and they'll be in the background eating their food. And I go, what the hell's going on over here? Why'd they buy PS4 just to run a live show or something? Are they? I don't know. I don't understand what's going on with that base, but it's weird. I mean, they sold the hardware with no games, and it is what it is. Because, and we know up here in Australia, it's more PlayStation than Xbox, and that's a shame. But with Scorpio comes in, everything's going to change. I'm pretty sure everything will change around. Now, I don't know if they'll ever beat them on that. I can't say, but I'm telling you, they're going to give them a run for their money easily. Yeah.
Well, Jay Centric just put in the chat there, back in 2013, they announced, Microsoft announced a free service for a lot of third-party devs, but they all said they wouldn't do it because it wouldn't be fair to Sony.
You see? That's ridiculous.
That's bullshit.
See?
Yeah. Which is crazy, but because I don't, there might be a little bit more to it because businesses are all about making money, man.
Yeah.
So if it makes sense, as Zaire says, and if something's going to be more beneficial for them, they're going to take them up on it. They're not into, but I don't want to piss off Sony. Maybe they don't want to piss off Sony because they think it's going to cost them money, because money makes the world go round. There's nothing else to it. There's no loyalty or all that bullshit.
Yeah.
It's fucking money and that's it. It's making money, getting paid.
It's all about, that's right.
So I don't know why they would do that. I mean, maybe they don't want to piss Sony off and then Sony turns it back on them or something. I don't know. I really don't know. We're not into that whole in that boardroom situation. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors half the time. We're just sort of guessing.
At the end of the day, if there's dedicated servers to use and they're not being used, the gamer loses.
Yeah.
Because if they're localized dedicated servers, they'll always be better than peer-to-peer. And it's a shame if they're not being used.
Gears of War 4, man, like they've got an Oceania segment for Australia. It's called, so we're playing people in Asia, fucking New Zealand, Australia. And that pissed me off because I thought this is a AAA game, first party. Why haven't they got an Australian section? We're a fucking massive country. We're the same size of the United States in actual size, not population, obviously. And we're playing with people over in Hong Kong who are like fucking halfway around the planet.
It depends. It depends if the game can find other players that are close to you. Because I know in Halo 5, if I go to for whoever's played it, if I go like a balanced search, which tries to find people more closer to me geographically, that it'll just time out. I could wait 10 minutes and it just won't find anyone. I have to go to expanded to search the whole world to get players.
We've always put up with that, man. Like there's always been games with local search, and when the game straight away, like when it launches, or we used to have to anyway. Because otherwise, if you waited 2 or 3 weeks, you'd go to play that game. There'd be no one playing. You wouldn't be able to find a match in Australia. Yeah. So we always had to buy day one. So we got like except for games like Battlefield and COD and stuff. But I don't know. Like that pissed me off a little bit. Like even have Australian service, Australian local search, and then and then expand it out. Like, you know, it goes searching, can't find game, and then it just automatically searches out further and further and further until it finds something.
Yeah.
You know, like, it seems to be a lot easier back in the day. It just annoyed me because I know Microsoft spent a lot of money on all this stuff, and then...
Well, maybe there's more games available these days as well, and if people are dividing their time between.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
There aren't as many players on certain games as there might have been, say, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
They're spread out more.
They're spread out more over a lot of different games.
Definitely.
Yeah, if it was just dedicated to Australia only, you'd be there in the lobbies looking for games all over for so long. So they have to reach out to the closest countries to try and get the player base.
Like I said, in terms of Halo, it's impossible.
Yeah,
Battlefield, Rainbow Six Siege, Halo. Halo and Gears of War. I bought Halo. I went to try to find a match, couldn't find a match. I go into Rainbow Six Siege, I find a match straight away. I go into Battlefield 1, I find a straight in team deathmatch, which is not a popular game type on Battlefield. I find an Aussie room straight away.
Halo has a lot of different game modes as well.
Yeah, okay.
Like, and it's between ranked and social as well, plus the Warzone playlist.
Well, COD, you'd find heaps of Aussie rooms, wouldn't you, Mega? In COD.
Oh, I don't think you can just search Aussie rooms. I think you just jump.
Really, it doesn't have local search.
No, I don't think so. No,
you used to, man.
I've never done that. I just jump into. There's a lot of dormant lobbies. You just jump in basically TDM, domination, search and destroy. But if you try and if you go out to those ones that are like those playlists that nobody plays, you'll never get a game. You just got to go to the main ones.
So that you can't change the search settings, but on COD, because I remember years ago
I don't think so. No, I've never.
You couldn't do it, and then we used to hate it, and then they changed it to local search, and you could go local search only, and that we loved it, man. We're like, fuck, this is best thing ever, because now we can go to local search and only find Australian rooms, where originally it used to chuck us all over the world, man.
I think that's what they do now. I don't think it's
just automatically does it maybe now.
Yeah,
maybe you don't even know, man. It just you should have a look in the settings, man. It's probably in there somewhere in your search settings.
Yeah,
unless it automatically does it, they wouldn't have taken that away. No way.
I don't know. Well, they're not using dedicated servers, so maybe you're right. Maybe there is some sort of automatic region pickup there or something.
Just finds you the best room, and it keeps searching until.
Yeah.
I remember the original Titanfall. You could choose a server that you wanted to play on.
Yeah, definitely. You could.
Yeah, in terms of going to the Australian server, though, you'd only find games in attrition, which is basically, I think, team deathmatch. Anything apart from that, you wouldn't find any games. You'd have to go to the US servers to get the other game modes. Otherwise, you just wouldn't have any players locally.
Then you struggle with a bit of lag and stuff.
Then you get the lag and things like that, yeah.
So, but the Oceania settings were in there. Regions were there.
Yeah,
in Titanfall 1, I remember because it would give you the
one,
it was easy to choose between them.
Ping settings, yeah,
that was good.
And you go, that's got the best ping. I'll go that one, it was always
like the Oceania because Chuck has been the guys in Hong Kong and stuff, you know.
Well, it's closer. You'd rather them than the US or Europe or something because they're further away.
Oh yeah,
and they're a bit more laggy lobbies. Yeah, you know.
No, you just can't compete, especially in Gears of War, man, because it's got the shotguns. So it's one shot, one kill. It's not like you get sprayed with a couple of bullets. You can sort of run away and shoot them.
No, it was exactly the same in Destiny, Stick.
Yeah, okay.
It's peer-to-peer, but they're matching you with players all over the world because the local player base is just not large enough.
Yeah.
And you just run into problems. You just run into lag and connection issues the whole time.
Yeah, it's hard to nail it down because people want skill-based matchmaking, but then you're too spread out and you are playing all over the world, and they just want.
That's right. And it's like Stick said, when the game's first released, you have a healthy player base, so the problems aren't there. But as the game gets older, people drop off and go to other games, and that's when the problems arise.
In Australia, man, like in America, the population is like, what are they? We're
it's 10 times us.
Yeah.
We're 21 million. They're what, 200 million?
That'd be 250.
250.
But they don't even like playing with others on the other side of the country.
Yeah,
we're playing with others on the other side of the world. It's even worse for us.
Yeah.
Well, think about it this way. There's 12 million people in New York City alone.
Yeah, that's right.
So you wouldn't need, that's half of our population there. Like, you wouldn't have to worry about searching out much else.
No, that's right.
Out. So they're never going to have an issue at finding games. That's why we have to. That's why our guys, they send us out to Oceania regions and New Zealand and Antarctica and stuff like that. So.
What's the COD player base like in Antarctica? Is it big mega?
Only for those snow levels. Yeah. I don't know. I have to ask Metallica. They played there one time. So,
yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah. The only band to ever play on every continent.
Every continent, yeah.
And got a crowd.
We've got our first entrant to the 3 months. The 3 months giveaway.
Oh yeah.
Justin Bieber, which is actually a female. Why So Serious's girlfriend. Oh, I shouldn't say that because probably not, but they know each other. So she's in. She's got the answer right.
Does she know that?
I think I think the answer's actually
I
wrong.
thought Why So Serious was female. The amount of shit he comes out with.
Too funny.
Yeah.
Siberia, shout out to your son, mate. What's going on? Little Siberia Junior. Someone's fucking sucking on something again.
Oh, no.
Dimitri's been quiet for about 10 minutes. Sorry, Dim.
I changed the name to Scorpio VR Porn, and our views went up a little bit. So.
Oh, there you go.
Anyway, guys, we probably should wrap this up because we've got the tournament in about 15 minutes, and I need to warm up. So.
Get the fingers going.
Yeah, thanks for everyone dropping by.
Get those stretches going.
So, which hand is it, the right or the left? Which one you going?
One would be warmed up already, but the other one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I'm nervous, Dazza.
Oh, well, good luck, boys.
Good luck, thank you very much.
Good luck, guys.
Have a good game, guys.
Been working on my combos.
Boys.
Cheers, man. It'll be good.
Thanks for coming on, Daz, too, man. Sorry I probably did too much talking, but sorry, mate.
Yeah. Cheers.
We did miss a couple of things, but that'll be right.
That's all right. That's okay.
We'll get you on it. Oh, did we leave you out of topics entirely? Sorry, man.
It's all good.
Yeah,
I'll
you
just
sort of
start
just got to
walk up
jump
now
in.
anyway.
We used to go around and go, what do you think, and what do you think, and what do you think, and what do you think? And it just seemed like, I don't know, it just got a little bit... I know it works well with organised podcasts, but we're not organised, so you sort of just got to jump in. Otherwise, half the time the chat actually gets their opinion across more than the guests do. So...
I'd just like to know how you're going to set your
Xbox
Xbox up if you're in a train station.
Yeah.
So there's PowerPoints down there.
It's cold out there now, Mega.
Yeah. Some dodgy people around too.
Definitely catches on Saturdays too on
dodgies.
Beam. There would be trying to steal your Xbox. PlayStation guys, you might get some. You might get some PlayStation guys trying to beat you up. They're blue beanies on.
Off the metal cage.
Yeah, they're bored on the PlayStation. They're like, we're bored. There's a guy with an Xbox over there. He's not bored. Let's go get his games. They've always got multiplayer. There's always something going on over Xbox.
Too funny.
But thanks for the chat too for hanging around. Good
there's a lot of comments going out.
All those guys, a couple of new people.
I couldn't read them all.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for all your comments too.
That was great.
Yeah.
Good to see people like Jay Century's in there and
you guys rock.
Regular Bomber Dog. He's from Xbox Club. We've got Aussie Xbox on there.
Nice.
So yeah.
Got to thank Dimitri too for coming on.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, thanks Dimitri.
Don't worry.
We didn't forget about you, man.
Don't worry about it.
I'm still worn out.
Never
after
forget
that
you, bro.
3-hour podcast with Mooch, man. Like, I wasn't ready for another one.
Yeah, he was going on.
Yeah, he's a champion.
With Mooch, just bring up PS4. He'll talk forever.
We tried. He bought everything up.
Yeah.
I mean, Mrs. actually listened to a bit of it. She said, that guy sort of took over your podcast a bit, and I said, yeah, that's what he does. Like, we just knew he was going to do that. He just
we only got to the first topic after 2 hours.
I had to eventually butt in and go, can I just need to go outside for a smoke?
And that was only the top 5, yeah.
The top 5.
We used to get to that within about 5 minutes of starting.
Well, even before the show, for like half an hour, man, and just the conversation just flowed into the podcast. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was great.
And then afterwards, we had Scratch in there for an hour. So
yeah, he's always great as well.
You know what? I know Scratch for a while now because I used to go to the Xbox forums. And the funny thing, I'll tell you a quick story, which is funny. I used to troll this guy for nearly 3 years. 3 years, and they kicked me off. They kicked me off the Xbox forums because this guy used to insult anything that Microsoft does, and it got me shit. So what I do is every post that this guy would write, all I do is -1. I wouldn't answer anything. I put -1 or create an avatar that looks like that guy and then mimic whatever his words were. So they banned me from the Xbox forums, and Scratch was very friendly. I kept.
Someone's just pouring himself a whiskey. That'd be you. That'd be Dad. Like, getting ready for the fight. It's 10 a.m. He's like,
So Scratch was very friendly, trying to work out to get me back in, and it was freaking funny. So Scratch remembers me from back then. I mean, it's priceless.
Yeah, he's a really good guy, man, and he's giving us a lot of advice.
Great guy.
He's supporting us on this Beam podcast. What
the fuck is that? I went from whiskey to going to the toilet.
Dazzy, right, man? He's got
Dazzy's still alive.
Your mic's on.
He knows he's got this tournament. He's shitting himself.
Yeah. I'm really shitting myself.
I may as well talk it up now because during the fucking game I won't be talking shit up. I might just pull my mic out of the controller. So.
All right.
Too funny. Actually, we better wrap it up because I want to get some practice in.
All right.
Starts in 20 minutes.
Yeah, you fucking won this, Diggy.
I do, man. I know. I needed a good 20 minutes. So,
thanks to everyone on the replay as well.
Sonchi's like, oh my god, someone just. What was that? That went down the toilet. It sounded like a fucking. It sounded like one of those toilets on the airplane. You know, this just sucks it out.
Daz, go.
What happened to your sound effects, Mego? That got the arse, did it? That didn't last long.
Yeah, it
didn't last long at all.
I just forgot about that.
We'll catch us again. Hopefully,
right,
guys are there on Beam. Like I don't know. We'll just see how we go. Hopefully, the same chat's there. We love the chatters. And,
thanks, chat.
See you there. And
thanks everyone on replay too.
Chat.
Titty slap that like button.
Titty suck it. You got Daz's titty suck that like button. I'm not allowed to say
titty suck.
The better than your Mrs. box.
Titty slap.
Okay, titty slap.
Don't get me started.
I thought you said titty suck.
Daz has got it. They get Daz started. Is that morning?
There's the Beam channel, by the
way. Oh yeah. Bloody stuff. Oh, good luck, fellas. With your Mortal Kombat.
Kumite.
Good luck, guys.
Fire up, boys. I want to hear some trash talk as you leave. As we leave. Come on. Come on, Daz. Get it.
I'm going to fuck you up, Stiggy.
That's it.
That's what we want to hear.
Give me some Aussie bands.
The pressure's on.
Stick it up your ass, cup.
There you go.
Oh, well, there you go then.
Sorry, man. I actually promised I was going to not swear this episode.
And then you come out with one of the words.
What about me, you, car park now? Oh, I won't say it again.
Yeah, man.
Me, you, car park now. I actually don't like fight. I don't like fight with British guys, man.
Head. Come on, let's get on with
it. The British guys can fight, I can tell you that right now. They know how to fucking fight. They throw those bloody headbutts around like you wouldn't believe.
Liverpool kisses.
Yeah. They love them. So,
all right, boys.
All right,
get in there. Thanks again,
chat, guys.
Yes.
Good luck.
Thanks again, Chaz. Don't forget about 3 months, bloody 3 months Xbox Live. Just answer the question. It's on Twitter. All right. Catch us.
Go, boys.